Today I am reviewing the new Broadway musical Floyd Collins with music and lyrics by Adam Guettel, book additional lyrics, and directed by Tina Landau, running at Lincoln Center Theater at the Vivian Beaumont at 150 West 65th Street in New York City. Get caught in a fandom, that is my Patreon page, where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support my work here as well as my classic cinema podcast, Yesterday's Matinee. Patrons get early access to the latest episode of Yesterday's Matinee, sneak previews of my reviews here, as well as additional goodies that get posted from time to time. Thank you to my current patrons, especially my Neo and Hamilton tier patrons, and welcome to the new ones. Links to my Patreon page and podcast channels will be in the description. Floyd Collins has been long waiting for a Broadway premiere. It originally premiered at the American Music Theater Festival in Philadelphia way back in 1994, before moving to Off-Broadway in 1996. Since then, the musical has gained a bit of notoriety with various professional productions around the world, including two in London. Now, 31 years after its original premiere, the musical has finally made its way to Broadway. I like Adam Guettel's work. I'm a huge fan of the score, as well as his other works, The Light in the Piazza and Days of Wine and Roses. But I see why Floyd Collins took so long for someone to finance it on a Broadway scale. For as much as I love the score, the musical moves at a very leisurely pace, especially in the first act, and much of the set suggests that it should be in a smaller house, and the Vivian Beaumont is huge. Almost does a disservice to the production for being in a space that big. Set in Barron County, Kentucky in 1925, Floyd Collins is inspired by the true story of an explorer, Floyd Collins, played with an eternal sense of hope and adventure by Jeremy Jordan, who finds his way down an expansive, but at times very tight cave, where he gets stuck with several large stones pinning him down. Over the following 2+ weeks, his family and the community come together in attempting to rescue him. The first act, which is by far the weaker of the two, moves at a painstakingly slow pace. It starts off promising as we follow Floyd into the cave with some beautiful echoing vocals by Jordan, coupled by Dan Moses Schreier's sound design. Dotz's set design appears simple at first, but elements of the stage rise up for Jeremy Jordan to climb up and descend down in the near blackness of Scott Zielinski's minimal lighting. But once Floyd gets stuck, which happens by the third number of the show, the musical kind of stalls for the next 45 minutes to an hour. It's not that the songs are bad, they are enjoyable on their own. It's more that the story lacks any urgency. The casual confidence that the characters have in Floyd that he will make it out keeps the tension at a minimum, slowing the story to a crawl. There are a few engaging moments, like when they try to pull him out at the risk of ripping his legs off, but the rest of the first act is mostly songs of Floyd and his family reflecting on the situation. It's slow burn storytelling, but not in any way that keeps me captivated. It's not until the second act, when the media circus starts to form around Floyd, that things pick up steam, as H.T. Carmichael, a local engineer played by Sean Allen Krill, seems more interested in using Floyd's pending rescue as a political piece for himself than actually rescuing him. Sean Allen Krill does a great job in portraying the kind of sliminess that he has in his behavior. Also, the reality that Floyd might not actually make it out starts to really take weight with everyone, causing a rift between the Collins family, as Floyd's brother Homer, played by Jason Goettel, who initially spends time with Floyd in the cave offering solace, starts considering running away to the vaudeville circuit or Hollywood. Jordan, who would otherwise be in one spot for most of the show, gets to move around from time to time as Floyd fantasizes spending time with his family. It's great for both Jordan and the audience, as we get to have a bit more movement in the show that sometimes gets locked into one spot. It also brings a bit more illumination to the show, like literal light, versus the immensely dim setting we keep returning to. It helps brighten up the stage a bit and keeps the audience a little bit more engaged. Jordan is great. His portrayal of Floyd exudes eternal hope even as the show starts to grow bleaker. Lizzie McAlpine, who plays Floyd's sister Nellie, gives a beautiful performance of Through the Mountain in Act 2. The standout performance, though, is Taylor Trench, who plays Skeets Miller an intrepid reporter who grows more and more impassioned as he tries to tell Floyd's story in the midst of a frenzied mania that grows around on the surface of the cave. He gets to be the voice that describes what Floyd is really going through in the brief but effective I landed on him. He allows the visceral nature of the experience come through in his performance. Floyd Collins is a solid show. There are some great performances with standouts by Jordan, McAlpine, and Trench. I love Guettel's backwoods country-style score that feels like it's only variably changed since Daniel Boone was around. I just wish the first act moved with a bit more intention and built the tension of the situation with a bit more urgency to keep me interested in the story until the more engaging second act. But I'm only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see Floyd Collins, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. Also in the description will be links to my Patreon and podcast pages, as well as my social media handles where you can support my work. You can also support the show by liking and sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be Just in Time on Broadway. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.